here now, is this in this time, in this place, the most relevant and necessary time and place. As you land, feel, begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you.
Okay, so what started to take shape is like I felt like mountainous, like a mountain range, but I saw like and it yeah, it's like Superman's hideaway. Remember from the movie that was like a crystal sort of,
Oh, yes, yes.
that's like what I'm seeing.
Hmm.
So I'm here.
And what is this place?
What's this place? This is where we meet with the council, the divine council of 12. This is specifically for them. They like to meet here. It's made of crystals. It's clear quartz and just really beautiful, really shimmering and beautiful and powerful feeling. Like I can feel just the energy just like coming off in waves. It's just like radiating this really powerful energy. I feel very grounded though and stable, and I'm really like being invited, like ushered in, and there's like a round table, and there's like the chairs up, like for the 12 all around, and there's a place for me also to connect with them. So I'm just asking, is it correct to call them the Divine Council of 12? And they all seem to concur that that's fine. They like that.
Okay.
So we can
And
call them that. Yeah.
and so can you ask them where
But
this place oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
they're just also they're just also like sort of adding to that yes, they are the Council of 12, but that doesn't exclude, like there's also like, even though they're the ones who are beings who are there in form, but it also includes like my higher self, your higher self, like that, like so like angels and ancestors, and like there's so much more beyond that, but they're, yeah, so they just want us to know it's not like only them, it is like them, but it's also so much more,
Okay, okay.
even though
And
they're representatives, they're like the representatives, but they can
I got
access whatever.
I got it. I got it. I got what you're saying. Yeah. And so what where would you say this crystal you called it a cave, right? Like a cave of crystals, like
It's more like, it's not like a cave, it's more like a building of sorts, but it's like not a building, but like a structure, but it's like a crystalline, like almost like all I can think of is like with Superman's thing. It wasn't like,
mm,
not like the Bat Cave or something, but Superman's was like all different crystalline structures. So it's like, if you were to see like a quartz with many points coming out of it, like a, you know what I mean, with many
yeah,
pillars
yeah.
attached, that kind of a thing. So, but it's inside of that. So it's like this massive, and it's more, it's not kind of random spiky like a quartz might be, but it's like, like there's a definite framework. Like it's, yeah, it's,
And where would you say it's located? Is this on Earth
no,
or is
no, no, it's not on Earth. Where is it? And I felt actually when I was traveling here, I was coming through all the colors and they looked like northern lights. Like, and then it was like I was in space and I was seeing planets around me. So before I landed, so I'm definitely not on Earth. I'm definitely on space, and I don't know if it's maybe Jupiter. I'm not on Jupiter. I think so. I'm not getting any other name that I recognize.
hmm. Okay. And have you been here before?
We've met before, they just haven't highlighted where it was before. So I have been like, I feel like when I go and visit them, I'm going to the same place. They're just showing me different aspects of that place. Sometimes they've shown me Earth, but they don't hang out on Earth.
Mm,
So when I'm going to be with them, my mind is taking me to, to these other places, and these. Okay, so sometimes it does shift from one planet to another, but basically they go to the same. It's like it's like on Earth, they're saying like somebody might host the Olympic Games, and then it might be somewhere else another time.
mm,
But
I
that
got it.
spot is still reserved for, okay, so that's what, yeah.
Mm.
And
And
they're also like time and space. It's like it's irrelevant is what I'm kind of getting. Like that's not the thing to focus on. They're like just like whatever. We're here. Here can be anywhere.
mm,
So
and
it's here. But yeah,
and what would you say, because I know we were going to touch on this a little bit last time. Are we going to be getting more kind of connected to the elementals like the fairies and unicorns and gnomes and things like that, where we're going to be able to like connect more with them as humanity raises their
there.
conscious?
Yeah. I mean that opportunity will be there for those who want that. Again, there's still out. There's always free will. There's going to be, and they're around now, and many people are already connecting with them. Many people are feeling them, even if they don't see them. They'll feel that energy, and they'll be drawn to go to a space or to do something, or to, whether that's picking up litter or doing something to make a space more inviting to nature. So we are they are working with us now. They're like helping us, by helping influence us to get more in touch with the nature that is us, and also to get in touch with them. But there's still, not everybody necessarily will it all at once. Like it's not like one day we're going to turn on a light and there's going to be all these fairies and things all around us. But many people are seeing them now. So if it is something that you wish, then have that intention and be watchful for it. Like spend time, be out in nature, and be where you feel drawn, especially like the fairies. They like to be around water. If you see like nature, if you see like it's springtime and the little peepers are out, the little frogs are out. So often they like to hang out, frogs and turtles. If they're in a beautiful spot in nature, you will often find fairies there also. And so some of them are more wanting to make their presence known. They're not fearful of us. They want to be out with us. They want to connect with us. Some are a little more timid, and so you might catch a fleeting glance of a unicorn, but it's not likely going to trot up to your front door. They're still very magical. They're very highly evolved, and so it's how much preparation the human wants to do to take themselves to that level. Because even in the 5G, there's still like different frequencies. So you need to bring ourselves to that frequency, and we all know how to do that. They're telling me we all know, because we've been taught, how to breathe into our heart, breathe into the. And if you want to connect with one of these beautiful beings, hold that intention, hold them in your mind's eye, and say, I would really love to connect with a unicorn. I would love to connect with a gnome or a fairy. And how can I make this happen? And so sit, see yourself having that connection. And then you might see signs, you might see, just a picture of a unicorn or a picture of a fairy, or or you might hear other people talking about it. And so these are your signs you're getting closer. And then just being more mindful, but keeping your frequency elevated, keeping it elevated. Feel the sweetness to that. Feel the lightness to that. It's so like feeling very floaty, like not floaty, not grounded, but just very expanding and very lightening, lightening, lightening. So these changes are happening in our bodies, and if as we come to higher frequencies, it's like the veil is thinning. There's a thinning out. There's a lightening, and I like a transparency of like my energy, like my aura, my energy is like getting bigger and getting lighter. And it's not just me, it's happening with all those who intend that. It's so intention is a very important part. Free will. So the changes are available. There's so much light available. So it's opening up to the light, like to physically open up, be in the sun, open up to the light, raising your frequency, and also getting out of your head. Your head is going to be telling you that this is the stuff of children's fairy tales and that they don't exist. So this is what we have been taught. And so your mind will shut down. So you need to come into your heart. Always just live from your heart. Remember, your head is there to be just like you have a calculator on your phone. You don't have to live from that space. It's a tool. It's a tool to access, to make your life easier, but it's not the truth of who you are. So coming into your heart and this beautiful space, this beautiful light. It's just so nice. It's just lovely here. Why would anyone not want to be here? It's so lovely. So yes, people will, can, and do, and if you want more of that connection, it's really setting your intention and then bringing your vibration up, because they will be coming down. So if this is something that you want, you have to learn to see, not just with your eyes. You need to see with your heart. You need to see with your soul. And you need to return to that childlike innocence that does believe, because that belief will allow for the connection. And it is such a healing connection. You will feel that warmth and that love, and you will feel restored. And they're so happy to help. They're all here. I'm seeing them now. They're part of all of this connection, to all of the angelic support and elemental support, also here with these divine beings that I'm with. So they are all with us. They're excited to come and
Would
play.
would you say that more as we move forward, more and more people are going to see the presence of them, like physically see them?
Those who won't dismiss it, those who will see like a flash of a light, and they'll look toward it, and those who are ready, those who are ready will, because those who don't believe will simply not. Will simply not, because there is to for fairies and for others who are also shapeshifters, they will be as a fairy, but they will also can transform into like with a they have they can change their appearance very quickly and become like a dragonfly or become something else. They're like they are quicksilver. They are shapeshifters. They need to feel safe and welcomed and invited in, and then they will start to share and show themselves more with those that they trust, with those who they like the feel of the energy. They know that there's nothing there that's going to be harmful. So sit and call on them and talk to them and tell them you admire them so much and you wish this connection and you would love to be connected with them, and be soft and be in your innocence and be in your soft heart. And for those people, yes, they will. But it is also something that is not going to be widely accepted for quite some time yet. So keep your own, keep this to yourself, keep your own counsel on this, on your sightings. Don't be telling the world that you're talking to fairies and angels and that they're actually sitting with you having a cup of tea. It won't be believed. You'll be ridiculed and you'll be talked out of it. It just the response that you get from other people will shut you down because you'll see that clearly they think you're not in your right mind. So not everything needs to be broadcasted out, but yeah, yeah, opening your heart. They are here, and they would love to come and be a part of. You can take little trinkets. You can offer them. You can make like a little special area, inviting them in with small miniature, like small crystals or like little miniature animal, like crystal or china animals. Like make something that they would want to come and see, and let them know that they're safe, and let them know that this is here as an invitation for you to come and start a relationship with them. And yes, more people will. We just don't be sharing this out too much because it's a personal thing. So yeah, let it, and a precious thing. So if it's something that you want, take these steps and it will be there for you. And just enjoy what you get. You might get a sensation at first. You might hear something, or you may see a flash. Just bear with it and just take your time. And all, but most important, stay in that place of love and light. And they love to laugh. They're like their laughter is like this like a crystalline sound that you might hear a little bit of it. You might hear, like just a flash of it. So put the time in, and more people, yes, it will be available for those special ones who special in that they're willing to put that time into something without expectations and be open to the surprise and the delight.
Thank you. I want to just try something with you, and then I have another few questions to ask you. Um, we're just going to go ahead and while now I'm going to just say now it's time to go deeper, feeling relaxed, breathe, feeling twice relaxed, deep breath, and now feeling even more relaxed. Breathe, letting go of any remaining tension. And I wanted to ask you, do you, what is like, is humanity moving in a direction? Have we surpassed the point to where this is more becoming accessible or the norm, so to speak, like, you know, elementals and fairies and unicorns and where it's becoming more of like a more widespread thing where more people are accepting of it, that they are real?
Well, in the olden days, they were people recognized that it was, and so we do see like a return to that, but a without the element of the fear, like to
Mm,
respect these creatures and respect the differences, and not to be alarmed, but also not to, you know, this the image of the leprechaun with the pot of gold as the prankster that you'd have to, there have been much conditioning, and they are their own. There's there will be an opening more of that as the veil becomes thinner, and there's more opportunities to enter into their world as they enter into ours. There is a crossover that happens. There is consciousness in so many things that we already have here, you already have here, they like, such as crystals, and connecting with the consciousness of the crystalline world, and connecting with the consciousness of water. These things will allow more and more as you show that respect and that trust. All of these things, as you let go of the lower frequencies, yes, they will, you will see things manifest before your eyes that you didn't think existed outside of fairy tales, or you thought just was someone else making things up. You will begin to see these more. They have much to share, particularly in terms of restoring nature to her fullest glory. And nature herself is going to help, and they are nature's helpers. And that there is much we can learn about how they celebrate. We're thinking fairies right now. We're talking about fairies, how their lives are so much a celebration. They have dance and community, and they would love to share this. That just sharing how much there is to be gained when people come together, and you can begin to attract these. No, there's nothing preventing that. There will, at one point in time, it will be much more, in the same way as there will be many more ETs openly walking about that will be recognized as such, different life forms. When we have progressed to the point that there won't be ostracized or demonized, or people trying to hurt them or disrupt them in any way, they are in a different dimension. So it's connecting with that dimension, crossing into that space. So it's more the individual ascending to the point where they can. And when the collective does that, then it will be much, much easier for people to do that. It's not like you're going to see fairies walking down the street, or just, it's going to be not that commonplace in the foreseeable future. But that
mm,
being said, there will be a connection of meeting of the minds, and a connecting of the consciousness, and a realization that they are there. But to begin practice with what you have access to now. Hold a crystal and connect with the consciousness that it is. Hold water in your hands and give thanks to the consciousness that is in there. And hold the earth, and recognize that the earth is full of life. And there's so yes, there is a draw, there is the allure, but it's like working. working your way up to that, be more open to what comes before that, and then you'll be more open to what is there for you.
Thank you. So I want to kind of take it into a little bit of a different direction for a moment, um, and just say, how do the light codes from the eclipse affect us? And in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, meaning affects humanity.
So much loving energy coming from that event. There was so much as people stood and watched, as people stood in celebration and watched with awe this beautiful celestial event, feeling the power of that. And again, those who are open, there is a shift happening in the energy. And so even those who may just needed a little bit of a nudge to take them to the next level will have experienced that, and will see and will feel these changes both in their bodies and in their interactions with others, within their lives, because there was the opportunity and it was broadcast throughout the world. Even though this eclipse was predominantly in North America, it impacted the world, and it was broadcast throughout the world that this portal, you could call it a portal, this opportunity to absorb more light and to raise your frequency and to condition yourself to broaden your channels to receive more light. That happened, and as that happens, it's like a chain of events. It makes it more readily available for yet the next level. So as you expand, and now you're operating in that degree of openness, that degree of your container has expanded. It's like you have a balloon and you're wanting to blow this balloon up. So you stretch it. You blow into it and you stretch it, and then you can let the air out. And then you blow into it again, and it takes it to that first degree so quick and easily now because it's been prepared. And now it doesn't take as much effort. You just breathe, and it expands a little more, and it is more of an effortless ease because it's been prepared and it can hold that additional energy. And if you were to follow with this, let that energy go, and then let that air go out, and then if you were to blow into it again, you'll see now to that new level. It's with ease. You're not straining your cheeks to force air into this balloon because it is receptive. You have triggered the elasticity of it. You have stimulated that. You have enabled that. So it now holds more of this light, more of this energy. So over the coming months, particularly, again, I mean, this is happening, but it can be, you can add to it. You can keep yourself receptive. Take what steps will make you more receptive to absorbing even more as it comes available to you. Take yourself out into the dawn of the day and feel the sun on your face. Take off the sunglasses while it is safe and not too bright, and not to overwhelm your vision in any way, or compromise in any way, but to look in that direction and feel the sun in your eyes and feel it on your crown chakra and feel it. All these newer chakras are going to become more accessible also. So feel it in your star chakra, above your crown chakra. Using the power of the mind to visualize, like opening up like a funnel, opening up and allowing more of this beautiful, healing, pure energy to come in and breathe it in and breathe it in. Standing with your feet on the ground and opening up and allowing for it. So relaxing into it, breathing into it, being in nature. Then you will feel these expansions and your body is being prepared, and you will feel these upgrades occurring. And you'll notice you're drawn less and less to things that would be considered a lower vibrational frequency.
Did you have to be in the pathway of the solar eclipse to have effects or enhancements of psychic abilities, or does it affect the whole of humanity and the planet?
This is for all. It is completely inclusive of all. It is not excluding anyone who doesn't have to happen to have been in the right proximity. The energy is there, and especially once again is more the holding the intention. And you can recreate this to feel that power. You can visualize. You could go and watch those who filmed it for others to watch and take in the enormity once again of what it was, and think about this beautiful, all the planets coming into alignment, and feel the alignment. To feel that alignment, bringing yourself into alignment, bringing yourself into that alignment. Visualize all parts of you resonating with that. This was for all. It's a planetary event. It is for all. Those who were enabled to see it, but even in within that, within each of your countries, there was parts who were not, it was less visible for, but the energy is there. It was there. And giving it your focus and your attention is your assurance, your guarantee that it's there for you. It is there for everyone, for all. It's there for all. And for the planet herself, for your beautiful Earth, Gaia. So you asked over different time periods. So yes, you would be noticing some over the next, it's not like it's going to be a hit in 3 months and then a hit in 6 months, but a progression, a steady progression so bring in open your channels as much as you can, and then you will feel more, and you're coming into your time and more for you in North America, more sun on your planet, not your planet, your hemisphere, so you can be out in the dawn and be in the sun. So take advantage of that. You're coming out of days when there was less energy from the sun because of the hemisphere you're living in. But the influences are always there. The sun is always there. It's the life-giving, supporting, and enlightening. That enlightening is happening. Something to work with. Do what you can do on your level, on your human level. Be open to it. Prepare your bodies. There are things happening on the celestial level that are shifting. That these changes are happening within you. But you can assist in this. Nurture your bodies, enrich your bodies. Like, what can you do to enhance? How can you upgrade for yourself. And that will allow even more and more upgrades. How can you ensure that whatever food you're eating, whatever diet you follow, how can you ensure that you're getting the very best? We'll tell you how you can ensure by taking the time to bless it, taking the time to Reiki it. Whether or not you are a Reiki, it's holding the intention and holding the gratitude, holding the love as you ingest it, being grateful for your body, being grateful for the food. All of this is doing so much to enhance the food, enhance the water. Bring that love, bring that ritual back. In the old days, long gone now, where this was the majority of saying prayers over your food, saying grace, being grateful for every food, every bite. It's so much more than just a simple ritual if you realize the power that you are bringing when you do that. So it's such a simple thing to do.
Thank you.
And
And
call on us, we'll help you remember.
I wanted to just, as we begin to close this out for today, I wanted to just, for everyone listening, I know that the Divine Council of 12 said that it's not important, but people as humans, spiritual beings and physical bodies, they want to know, who you're communicating with, and just maybe we can just get a little bit of more insight into who they are and where they're at and what they look like, maybe just a little bit of, so people can get kind of the listeners can kind of connect, I guess, more so with where we're bringing this information from and whatnot. That's kind of why I'm wanting to touch on that a little bit, if that's okay.
And we understand that we are a select group. We are from throughout your galaxy and beyond. If you would like the names of some places that you understand, we have some Andromeda, we have Pleiades, we have Sirians here. We are a wide group. We have Lyrians here. What we look like, what we working with this channel, we are working with there's limitations to what we can show you that you will be comfortable with right now. We're speaking of this channel that we are coming through right now. And so when we assemble, there's so much light. There is so much light. So it is more the light beings, like to appear as light beings is more, it's easier to be received than if we each came through in our own form. And there are variations, of course, and we all have different shapes and forms. But that is something that is truly, that is not an important consideration. That's something that's getting, that's satisfying the human brain that wants resolution around this. But it's something that will be viewed differently. If you were to say, there are angels here, we are also represented by the angelic realm. Elementals are also here. But even on a human level, if I were to ask you what an angel looks like, if we were to ask that of you, and we were also to ask that of this channel, you would have different images. If we were to ask each of you separately, what is heaven like? What do you imagine heaven to be like? Or if you connect there when you go in your meditation to this in-between place, what does that look like? Because you're dealing with many different visions. And if we were to say, this is how we are appearing, there may be those who that would be enough to shut them down, where they might say, this is not what I heard elsewhere, or this is not what I experienced when I went into this special place where I can connect with multidimensional beings. We too can shift our appearance. But there's only so much that your eyes can experience, that your eyes can take in and understand. So we don't want to create something that is going to be a barrier. It's going to be like if you were tall and slender and have a grayish tone, then perhaps you are one of these ETs that don't have our well-being at heart. You see what we mean? That this is a way of introducing fears and prejudices. And so we prefer at this time, when you think of us, know that we are a collective, know that we are a representation of the divine council of 12. We are also angelic beings. We are also encompass your higher selves. We connect with all that is. We are God. You are God. We are all God. We are here as messengers, the same as you are here as messengers. We are here to provide information and guidance to aid in your transition and your ascension into this higher dimension. So appearance, trying to put less focus on these details that seem so important, the where specifically we are from, the what specifically we look like, because that changes. Our lineage is multifaceted, and our appearance can be what we choose it to be. So feel for the essence as you listen to these calls, as you listen back. Bring yourself into your heart center. Bring yourself, slow yourself down. Feel with your heart and ask yourself, how do they appear to me? We are sharing how we appear to Alexandria. There are, you can call them gatekeepers if you like. There are shields in place, what she is prepared to accept, which may be different from what you are or what another listeners may be. So come to where we are, listen to this call, and ask for your own pictorial. How do we appear to you? Does this satisfy you? We hope this satisfies you, because
Oh yes, this
it's
was
not a hard, fast thing.
no, actually, I really like, I love how you explain that to the audience, and well said. As always, that was beautiful and just perfectly answered. Um, and I think that that will be a good place to wrap this one up, this episode up, if that's okay with you. If you have any other things you want to add before we go ahead and
Just we would love to add, we just would love to add the courageousness of the people of your time, of you, both of you, and those listening, the courage that it takes to be open, and the courage that it takes to open to this with a non-prejudicial point of view, the openness of the heart, the expansiveness that you're demonstrating. the enlightenedness that you are demonstrating by your willingness to say you're open to receiving all of this. We are so, oh, just really in awe of the humanity is so eager for this right now, so eager and so willing. And this is proof that you are ready. You're ready for this. You're taking this on. You're ready and willing. And this is something that could not have happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or beyond. I mean, for the rare few, yes, but not in the numbers that it is now. But everything is contributing to the raising of this collective consciousness of the earth, of the animals, of the people, and the planets being in alignment, and this beautiful celestial event. And there are more coming. This is all to support, to usher in, and you are so loved and protected. You are so protected and loved. There is so much support here for you, and so much guidance and additional energy coming to you. So many hands reaching out to you. Take those hands, those light beings, those hands of light that are here to uplift. Just know this. It did not end. It didn't begin or end with the eclipse. It is ongoing, our friends, our beautiful friends. And we love you so much. And we are always with you. And we invite you to call on us. Call on us. We're here. And we say, we thank you for this time. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.